Good morning, we are going to be cooking spaghetti bolognese today. So this is a really good, nice and easy, delicious meal that you can cook for your family. Thank you so much for everyone who sent me pictures of them making fajitas. They looked amazing, so hopefully you can get involved and do another treat for your family. Your first job as always is to make sure your hands are washed and really clean, your surfaces are ready and you've got everything you need ready to cook. One suggestion I would make when you're cooking this is wear a dark coloured top, maybe not bright white, when we're making a tomato sauce. Your parents will thank me. Another really good reason for learning this recipe is because once you've got the bolognese sauce, it's so easy to then be able to cook lasagna or chili, just different seasonings. So it's a really good base sauce to learn so that then you can cook lots of other dinners as well. The ingredients you're going to need are some sort of pasta. It could be spaghetti, tagliatelle. I'm going to use courgette instead, and I'll show you how to make that in a bit, but you can use any sort of pasta you'd like. You then need 2 tins of tomatoes. If you've got tomato puree, that would be brilliant, but don't worry if you haven't. You need some sort of mince. That could be beef mince, turkey mince, corn mince, whatever you like. And then some vegetables. So I've got an onion, a pepper, some spinach and some mushrooms, and I'm also going to put some frozen sweet corn in it as well. But any vegetables that you've got and are able to use, and that's going to be the ingredients for our spaghetti bolognese. The first thing we need to do is we need to prep the veg. So you need to make sure you've washed it first and make sure you choose a knife that you're allowed to use. Make sure you're being really careful when you do your chopping. I am going to do a time-lapse video, but if you do want to see how to chop slowed down, then go and watch the Making Fajitas video and I go through it in more detail. But please be safe and make sure your vegetables are clean and have fun chopping. On a low heat, cook the onions for about 5 minutes in 1 tablespoon of oil. After the onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes, you need to make sure you add your mince and make sure that this little bit of paper comes off the bottom. And then because you've touched this, you must wash your hands again for 20 seconds. It is now really important that we cook the mince the whole way through. So if it's turkey mince, you need the whole of the mince meat to be white, and if it's beef mince like this, you need it to be turning this brown colour the whole way through. So it's probably going to take about 5 to 7 minutes until you're ready to add anything else. So keep breaking it up, keep mixing it up until it's all changed colour. When you are happy that the mince is brown, you can add in your other vegetables that need cooking. When you are mixing, make sure you hold onto the pan because it keeps it nice and steady. And make sure it doesn't fall on the floor. So I'm adding in the mushrooms and the peppers now. After the vegetables have been cooking for about 5 minutes, and at this stage you could also have carrots in there, little bits of broccoli, whatever you'd like. After you've got to this stage, you're ready to add your tinned tomatoes. So you can pour them in both pots, and then a little trick is with the little bits that are left in here, if you just add a little bit of water and swish it round and add it in, it helps to make sure your tins are clean, and just adds a little bit of water in there as well. So I've just washed these around with some water, just going to add this in as well. Just a little tip from my mum. And then you need to mix this all up. It's now all mixed up and it's starting to simmer, and this is where we need to leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes so this sauce reduces and it's left nice and rich. So I would say keep an eye on it. Every couple of minutes give it a stir, but it just needs to cook away like this. Whilst this is cooking, you can start getting ready everything else. So if you're making pasta, you need to get some water on a hob and bring it up until it's boiling. Or I'm going to make courgette, so this is the perfect time to do this. It's also the perfect time to wash up, make sure your surface is clear, take out the recycling, but make sure you're keeping an eye on this as well. So with the courgette, you need one of these, and you literally just twist your courgette, and it makes you spaghetti out of courgettes. It tastes good and it is a healthier alternative to pasta, but pasta is delicious, so go for it if you want to do it with pasta. So you can get all of this courgette out of just one courgette. So I would say this serves about 2 to 3 people. And then we can go back and just keep an eye on our Bolognese mixture and give it a little mix up and then keep it cooking. So when we're at this stage, the sauce is getting thicker. You can see it's a more red colour. There's lots of things we need to do. So we can add in our spinach at this stage, if you're using spinach, and any frozen vegetables because they don't need quite as long to cook. And you can also add your pasta into your pan that should now be boiling. So I'm going to keep mixing in my spinach and my sweet corn so that can start cooking. And then the pasta. I'm just going to add, and you need to do this very carefully, you could use a spoon, see it's very hot over here. I'm just going to do enough for one portion. So just one portion for me, but do as much as you need, and then that will take, you can mix it up. That will take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook, but keep checking on it. You can check on it with a fork and take a piece out and see when you think it's done. When your bolognese is looking nice and thick and delicious, you can add a tablespoon in of tomato puree if you've got it, and some salt and pepper. That will all need to be mixed in. Some salt as well. And then I've also got some garlic grains I'm going to add in for some extra flavour. And then I'm going to mix this all in, making sure the flavours are in all of it. When your pasta is ready, you need to turn the heat off and very carefully carry it over to the sink. You need to have your colander ready so you can carefully tip the water out. Make sure you're being really safe because that will be really, really hot. You're now ready to serve up your dinner for your family. If you're having this at dinner, it would be delicious with some garlic bread, maybe with some cheese on top, and they will really enjoy it. So I've just served this up. We're not actually having this for dinner, we're having it for lunches for this week. So this is just an example to show that it can serve 4 people, and we've got a little bit left over as well. And the courgette, we've got in 3 of them, and you can have it with pasta or whatever you would like. Enjoy this with the cheese, with garlic bread, however you want to make it your own. I hope you and your family enjoy your pasta bolognese. Please send me a picture of how you made it. Let me know how you made it your own. Maybe you made it with corn mince, used different vegetables, gluten-free pasta, had it with garlic bread, cheese, however you made it. I'm excited to see, and this is a good skill because you make it into so many other meals. I hope your family enjoy it and have fun.